Welcome to our second season of Metrocasting, a program all about you and the area in which we live. Since we last met, we have been scouring the Metrocast cable, internet, and phone coverage area in search of great stories to bring you in this coming season. Stay tuned for a lot of those. To begin with, are you ready for some football? As you know, all football teams need a field general, aka a quarterback. And one of the best youth programs for quarterbacks in the country is right in our own backyard. Over the last 100 years or so, most would say that baseball has been and still is America's game. But if they were being honest, most would also say that football is now at least tied for the title of America's game, if not a very close second. Every fall, football stadiums are filled with fans who come to watch players in the NFL all the way down to youth programs battle it out on the gridiron. And those players, coming up through the ranks, who are serious about their football careers, take every opportunity to get better and to learn more than just the basics of the game. They learn moves and techniques that will help them succeed and survive in what can be a rather violent sport. Probably the most important position on the field is that of quarterback. It is also one of the most demanding positions, both physically and mentally, and it is a position most need to be groomed for. That is why one of the best youth-oriented quarterback coaches in the country and a Northeast Pennsylvania legend runs a quarterback camp every summer. The George Curry, Ron Paulus quarterback camp has steadily grown over the years from a small local group to a rather large crowd of athletes from all over the eastern part of the state and beyond. In fact, it is known around the country as one of the best high school quarterback camps available. It has grown so much over the years that it is now held at Bloomsburg University's Nelson Fieldhouse, where this year over 300 youngsters ages 9 through their senior year of high school took to the field to learn from Coach Curry.
It's a tribute to these kids. They give up a Saturday to come out. They want to learn football, especially quarterbacking, and they're taking it serious. We have a good bunch of kids here. There's some great quarterbacks here. I got all the quarterbacks from Eastern PA just about. I mean, good-looking kids, some big-time prospects.
So what kind of drills are you putting them through here?
Well, we work on the mechanics. Obviously, we work on the mechanics. You want to teach good mechanics, and then these are things that sometimes during the season you get too wrapped up in your game plans and you forget about mechanics. So we're working on everything, every phase of quarterbacking. We cover every phase of quarterbacking in this camp. So they're going to get everything. They're going to get everything from ball handling from grip to the snap to ball handling to drop back, sprint out, play action pass, option football, wildcat football. We cover it all.
But in order to cover it all, with that many kids in attendance, Coach Curry has recruited some talented friends to help out with the day's activities, including longtime quarterback coach Ron Paulus Sr. They, along with numerous other high school coaches from around the region, use the day to put current and future quarterbacks through the motions in order to help them improve and compete at the highest level.
I got great coaches here. I got all the state championship coaches. We just got a good bunch of coaches, and they want to be here. It's the same guys. They come every year. It's a good staff. I mean, I can go on and on and on. But and don't forget the Penn State kids. I got the 3 Penn State quarterbacks, Matt McGloin, Kevin Newsom, and I got Robert Bolden, freshman they just recruited out of Michigan. And we got Andy Giannacco from Pitt and his dad, who's a great high school coach. And we got Marcus Wasilewski from University of Maine. Hey, that's quite the lineup.
That's a great experience. I'm down with the younger kids, and it's taking me back to my younger days when I have to run and throw the ball. It's very tiring.
So you're getting a workout too, huh?
I'm getting a workout also, yes.
What kind of things are you hoping the kids get out of this experience?
That they learn a lot, the fundamentals of football, and how to respect their coaches and other players.
A long time ago, when I first started coaching a while back, about 15 years ago, I knew this camp, and I got a chance to work with Coach Curry probably about 12 or 13 years ago, and been working it ever since. And it's just a great learning experience, not only as a coach, but it's fun to work with kids from different schools. And but every year you pick up a lot of great ideas, a lot of great drills, and you get a chance to share them with other coaches. And Coach Curry's the best when it comes to coaching quarterbacks.
So this is not only a learning experience for the athletes, but for the coaches as well.
Absolutely, absolutely. Coach is always, Coach travels the country and is in connection with a lot of colleges and what they're currently doing and what they're doing here. They're doing, with the Philadelphia Eagles to Penn State.
In addition to local coaches, Coach Curry and Mr. Paulus get a lot of former Bulldog players to come back and help out with the day.
Coach has done a great job here. This is my third year coming helping him. My son's playing quarterback for us now, and I think it's just a great all-around technique that they teach here, and Coach did a great job putting the camp together, bringing some nice coaches in here that really know their stuff, and it just shows by the turnout with all the kids behind me here and the coaches that come out every day and work with their kids on the off season, come out and doing it today, and just a great fundamental drills that they put in for quarterbacks.
It was great coming back here with Coach every year. Like I said, he's the best around. I had the pleasure of working, coaching under him and learning from him for several years now, and it's always good to come back and help out and give back.
Yeah, it's an outstanding opportunity to come back every year. A lot of what I do every year with coaching quarterbacks and coaching offense, it all came from this camp and from everything that he taught. So his legacy continues. It's good to be around the best.
Those words, the best, kept coming up when other coaches talked about Curry and the camp, and we asked Danville head coach Jim Kaiser about that.
He's got our kids a lot of exposure just because of his connections and knowing the game, and he's helped me out through last year was my first year coaching, and he helped me a lot by giving me tips and helped me out with certain things. Whenever I ask him, he's been a great help.
Jim Doyle is a local broadcaster who has covered the Berwick Bulldogs for many years. Along the way, he has seen how Coach Curry has used his knowledge of the game to help others, athletes and coaches alike, get a better understanding of the sport and more specifically the position of quarterback.
Well, if you watch what's going on here, Doug, you have to be impressed. Not only his enthusiasm, but his knowledge of how the quarterback position is played. And when you think about it, what really is amazing to me is the fact that obviously he was never a quarterback. He just made himself a quarterback's coach, and now he's has a great reputation as a developer of quarterbacks. And when you see 300 kids here, you wonder who's he missing, because how many quarterbacks are there in the state of Pennsylvania? But he does a great job. His enthusiasm is infectious, and these kids are going to come away from a very reasonably priced day with a good knowledge of how this position is to be played.
With over 300 quarterbacks on hand, it stands to reason many are not from the immediate area. That means the camp has a pretty good reputation. We asked Kyle Steiner and Anthony Gristuck of Parkland High School in Allentown why they came.
We come here every year to, it's kind of a refresh to help you improve your mechanics and get back into being a quarterback, get you ready for your season.
And even college players like Penn State's Kevin Newsom stop by not only to teach, but to learn as well.
I come back just to help, the youth here who really wants to excel at being a quarterback. That's actually one of the reasons I also come here to learn. It's 40 different coaches up here willing to, take their Saturday off and teach us, give us some knowledge. So I want to teach, but I also want to learn.
What are you learning out of this camp?
Just the basics, man. You always need a foundation. You always need the basics to excel. You got to walk before you can run.
And in summing up, we asked Coach Curry what it was about football that lights that fire in his belly.
When you love it, it's just something you want to do, you want to be around. It's easy to get into. If you like what you're doing, you get into it. I don't care what walk of life you may be involved with or what you're doing in your life, no matter what occupation. If you love it, it's not a job. It's not a job. If you love it, it's not a job. It's a love. It's something you do. It's a passion that you have for it. And you can't wait to get up and go to work.
Held each year over the Memorial Day weekend. You can get more information about the 2011 camp by using your computer's search engine to look for the Curry Paulus Quarterback Camp registration form, or you can ask your coach about it.